Kasei rent eye issue bi a udi e kira obeka ho asem sa unkan wie nanso in the midst of renting no nso no ho nsem bi epiepie as say no kokobo kese pa na abeton monten so say ukọ rent den so wo hwe landlord a ukọ rent e won ho because some of the landlords no very diabolic papa eniema boni a wo mo eye no echenkroi na ababa wa bi ababonten ensem odi ababeto dwane efa landlord bi a sebi osusu se oyiye ye niema boni bi de etia tenant a wafa wo mo ewofie omfie a omo etimu nimu na yenkoti ababa wa yi ne nsem a wo de atodwa.
I think certain behaviors that are being normalized by Ghanaian landlords should actually stop, because I don't understand why I will come and rent a space and then instead of giving me 4 bunch of keys, you give me 2. And I question you on why you are giving me 2 keys out of the 4, and you are making it known to me that, oh, fear, and that is your rule. You give me 2 keys and then the other 2, you keep it in case I'm a key now, then you can use that to replace it. But the question is, I know that I'm a renty baby and then I'm moving out. Anything that I've damaged during my time, I'm supposed to replace it. It includes the lock. So why are you giving me 2 keys? This didn't sit well with me, okay? But I actually needed to move out of wherever I was urgently, so I decided to take the space. And there was one funny rhythm about the space that we're like 17 tenants in the house and almost all of us are single, and I don't know why. All of us are single, and it's like just 3 boys, and most of the time 3 boys nobody, and then one palm will be or one palm will be. It got to a point where one of the guys made a statement to me saying he wants to be my friend, but because of the landlord he cannot be my friend, because they were warned when they came that none of them can befriend any of the girls on the compound. It didn't sit right with me. However, me, I don't do friendship. Talk less of even talking to people in my house, which I think is a bad idea one way or the other. This one time, I came back from work and then I was going. Then one of the girls stopped me and she was like, oh, please, I don't know your name, but I've come to realize that the landlord has been entering your room when you are absent. And I'm like, entering my room? Said yes. It hasn't been the first, second, or third, so I should be vigilant. I said okay. So I put a camera. I saw the camera on top of my fridge. It looks like a cap. So I placed the camera there. There was just one time I was at work and then I got a notification that somebody has entered. So I checked the camera and it was the landlord. He went straight into, it's a hall and chamber. He went straight into my bedroom. I did not understand what he went to do there. So the second day, I decided to get an extra camera and put in my bedroom as well. I got a notification again, and then he entered the room, and to my surprise, this man goes into my room, search through my things, pick my undies, and sniffs them. It wasn't a joke, and it wasn't funny. Funny of all that is, he is a pastor. So I was wondering why that behavior. He isn't married. He doesn't have kids. He stays alone as well. So like it wasn't sitting right with me until I decided to confront him. I think this video is going to be too long, so I'm going to do a part 2 of it in the evening. So I decided to confront him, okay? Please, prior to this, when I came and he gave me the 2 keys, I thought it wasn't sitting right with me. So I told my boyfriend that I wanted to change the locks. I got a carpenter and everything. And then this man was like, he has sanctified his house, so we cannot let anybody change the locks or anything. No one touches anything in that place. You cannot even do wallpaper on the wall. He said he has a solid reason why everywhere is white. We cannot do anything. And if you are having any issue with plumbing work, your cabinet, he has his own carpenter that will come and fix it for you. Nobody from outside can come and do it. Okay. So I decided to confront him. And then, just like me going all the way to the top by myself, I decided to catch the lady who informed me about the whole thing earlier. So I went to confront this lady, and I went to the lady and I was like, oh, I have video evidences of the man entering my room and this is what he's doing. I showed her everything and the lady was like, hey, she too, she's having like a similar issue which is causing her relationship currently. This is the reason why she has decided to like help me so that I can help her out. So she was like, she wants to also gather enough evidence as well so that we can all go. There's another lady who has been sneaking into her room to also come and gist her about the whole incident, because the man says nobody can be friends. Apparently he would tarnish your image to everyone. When you are fresh, he will call a meeting without you in it, and then he's going to tell the people you were a witch, you are like this, you are like that. Yes, and he will try to find ways and means to prove it to them that actually you are a witch. And if you're a stubborn person like me, oh, you will be a queen mother. So everybody is going to be like, oh, you are a witch. Okay, then they will avoid you. So we don't talk to each other. Though we are Gen Zs, no, we don't talk to each other. No problem. So I told her that I would wait, because I went to tell her the thing on Thursday. I think Thursday, yes. So I told her I am going to wait for her so that Sunday, Friday evening, made 1 a.m. Then my phone started buzzing. I picked the call because the call kept coming through. Then I kept, and like I took my phone and then I put the phone on loudspeaker, and then I heard, Vera, I need to pray for you. And I was like, please, who is this? Then he said, this is Pastor M. His name is M. I'm not going to mention it. He said, I want to pray for you. And I was like, by this time, okay, what is the problem? He said he has had a revelation about me and I've had an accident and he wants to pray for me. And I'm saying, okay, I am on the phone. He said, no, I should come to the top because he's also about to have his midnight prayers and it works better. And I'm like, no, I am not coming to the top. Just pray for me on phone. Then he said, okay, then there's no need spoiling my sleep. He would rather just pray for me without having to. And I said, so if you can pray for me, why then do you have to call me? He said he wanted me to come and intercede for myself. I was like, no, I am not coming. So I hung the call up and I went back to bed. So I gathered that as the second evidence of whatever I had. So I went back to the lady in the morning and I told her, that was on Friday, and how do you call it, Saturday. I told her that this is what has happened again. That was when the lady also came up with some screenshots from the third lady, okay? And in the chat, the third lady, it was like, Onene, I have something to do. And the man has promised her free rent. Apparently, he sleeps with the girls and then tell them you will give them free rent for the next year when they are rent. So right now, he's like, the girl has gotten pregnant and is threatening the girl to abort it. Either than that, he's going to like cast her out and a lot of things. So the girl feel like she hasn't been treated properly, and her boyfriend too has found out and they've broken up. Adani Bebre issue. So the lady was like, this is another evidence from the other person so that we can go and accuse him. We can go and report him. Then the third lady was like, okay, so she was in her room and then the man entered. So Otisa gas sent a leaky, and since we are girls, he's coming to double check on it. Now Uncle will fix it, Amano. And I'm so really, and I'll say yes. So she like videoed it with her phone when she realized that it was the man that was entering. So when the man entered, no, or checking in gas navy, and then the man was like, hey, why do you always wear these nika things in the house, and spanked her? And she was like, oh, daddy, why? I was like, no, akwalaya idea was so what don't do that. You are in a pastor's house. So she kept that, and then she gave me the video evidence of the man so that we can go and then confront him before we move to the police station. And I said, okay. Fast forward, Saturday anopa, I was in my room. I go to work on Saturdays too. But this particular Saturday, because we wanted to confront them and I took an off, I was in the room. Made a dining room, that's when I realized somebody is opening my door as early as 6 a.m. So I hid myself in the, the back of the door. That was when he opened and then he entered. I wanted him to enter. And so Remuno, and I may ye me TPA, and I'll say, hey, oh, And I was like, please, is there any reason why you are in my room? And he was like, he can hear the shower flowing. So he came to her, why don't I? And I was like, I'm in this room. How can my shower be flowing and like I am not going to put it off? He said the only reason why he has to come there is because we are girls. So if it's like this kind of things, he has to always check on us. And I said, BB to me. And I was like, I'm perfectly fine. He can go. And my boyfriend called me and he made me know that, do you know your man has been doing something and I'm okay with it? And I was like, why? He said for some time now, he just randomly sent me photos and he's like, and this person came to visit your girl. And I'm like, really? He said yes. So I told him to forward all the photos to me. My brother came to visit me. He's at the top. When you enter the compound, he's the first person at the top. Before you take the runabout and so he takes pictures of everybody that is coming to visit someone. So he'll be monitoring. If you are heading to person A's place, then he keeps those evidences. And maybe if you realize you have a partner or your boyfriend comes over, and he has also made it known that nobody can come and stay with you, not even for a week. Like you cannot have people in your room, not even for a week. The maximum people he has set in the room is 2 girls. That is it. So I was like, okay, his reason is the place is white. The whole compound is white. The walls are white. He doesn't want kids. Was when he called a meeting and he was like, I don't know whether he wanted to cover up for me catching him in entering my room. Then it was like, some of us are not keeping our rooms the way we are supposed to keep it. He has been to some 3 or 4 people's room and it's like he doesn't like it. So in that context, every month he is going to come into our room twice to double check if the walls and everything, his locks, everything are intact. So everybody was protesting. That was when I got pissed and I was like, are you trying to cover up for coming into my room? Then he said, what do I mean by that? And I was like, this is a video evidence of you in my room. Why do you enter my room when I am not around? Then he made the same excuse that I have been leaving my tap on. He has even told the other guys that this is what has been happening. And they all were like, but you two, why do you leave your tap on? I was like, so you guys actually believe I leave my tap on? I don't leave my tap on. Then I showed the other video of the man sitting in my room sniffing my undies. That was when the other lady too spoke up. And then the third one also spoke up. And then they were not knowing there is a 4th one also in the house that he is ejecting from the house. And she also spoke up. Now, the only guy that was left in the house was like, so the only reason why you are allowing girls in your house is because you want to have something to do with them. So the guy was like, no, if this is the whole issue, then on a police station. So we all went to the Agbogba police station to report the issue, and then they came for the man. The reason why I am sharing this is maybe somebody is going to be oblivious like me, and you go to a space, regardless of how stranded you are, please, I beg you, a house that the landlord is in and is single, avoid it. Because if not for God, or if not that I was smart enough to find my way around, I don't know what would happen to me. Because the third girl, for instance, who was quiet, he has even been abusing her or whenever the lady threatens to speak up and those kind of things. And he is a pastor. I beg you people, be safe out there. Thank you.
Abusia, so that is an unfortunate incident. A year Ghanaian this year, the other two just said the fear rain was in the fear on your same man quan of all time at the dynamo. A man so the dynamo, so Mumu do na and worry ye, and Mema Bemi and Sebi, and then near Sebi will weary and home, a call with their morning at their dear son, the Niji binum home. Just an idea or no, so ye share moonso no, if you're ray, so for. Nti na ise okọ hide ya na wama wani adaho. Aha. Enko eye other issue.